The film begins with a girl, Mina, and her business partner, Charlie, who were very happy because they got a lot of profit in their business. They rent a house by the sea to celebrate their happiness. Charlie's brother also comes to the office where he goes home with his wife, Mina, and Charlie also goes to his house behind them. In this scene, we see Charlie's wife, who was very beautiful, and they were living a very good life together. Charlie was a successful businessman, but he is very worried about his brother because he is a poor driver, and once he even went to jail for beating a man too much. But his luck that he got a girl like Mina who changed him completely. They were both very happy with each other. Now, as we know that they have planned the trip, that's why in the morning Charlie comes to receive his brother and Mina from their house. After a long journey, these people reach the house that they had rented by the sea. This house was very beautiful. The owner of this house shows them the whole house. Charlie's wife says that I forgot my telescope at home. The owner of the house tells him that don't worry, I have a telescope which I will give at night. Now Charlie and his wife start fixing groceries in the house while Mina and her husband started to take care of the house. They see a strange room at the back of the house, the door of which was closed with a lock. These people do not pay much attention to it and go for a walk by the sea, where they enjoy a lot. When they return home at night, they find a telescope inside the house. Mina says, we have taken this house on rent, and how can the owner of this house come to our house without asking us? This was very disturbing for Mina, but everyone else did not pay attention to her words. Now these people start to have dinner, and Charlie's wife tells them that in the morning they will go to a nearby waterfall because this place was really beautiful. Charlie's wife had a surprise for them all. When Mina asks her about the surprise, she shows everyone a special kind of intoxication. Everyone agrees to take this drug, but Charlie's wife does not agree because she had to get up early in the morning. She goes to sleep and all three take drugs. In this scene, we see that when Charlie's wife was sleeping, someone was putting black powder on her face. These people used to take drugs and come out to the terrace where there was also a hot tub. Charlie's brother goes inside to get something, but when he doesn't return after a long time, Mina goes inside to check on him. He was fast asleep on the couch inside. When she came out, Charlie was removing the cloth from the top of the hot tub. He asks Mina to sit in the hot tub, and she also agrees. Now they were both enjoying the hot tub and talking to each other a lot. They become very close to each other while talking. These people were not conscious, and when Mina's dog spoke there, they both regained consciousness and Mina got up and left. Someone was watching them from a distance. Now next morning both Charlie and Mina were looking very worried while Charlie's wife and his brother were very excited to go to the waterfall. When Charlie and Mina refused to go to the waterfall, Charlie's wife goes to the waterfall with her brother. Now Charlie and Mina were alone in the house and both were very upset because of the past night. They promise each other that this will never happen again and they will not tell their partners. On the other hand, Charlie's wife and his brother were talking in the waterfall and they were enjoying the trip a lot. Here too, someone was keeping an eye on them both. Mina cleans the entire house, and when she goes to take a bath, she discovers that the cameras were hidden in the bathroom shower. She quickly calls Charlie, and when he checks thoroughly, he discovers that all the bathrooms in the house are equipped with cameras. Mina thinks that the owner of the house did it all, and asks Charlie to call the police. But Charlie forbids her, saying that if the police are called, the footage of us from last night will also be exposed and I don't want my wife and my brother to know all this. Then both of them decide that they will forget what happened here and leave here tomorrow morning. In this scene, Charlie's wife and his brother also return home. Charlie's wife again asks everyone to do drugs, but no one agrees to it. Charlie's brother notices that their dog is not at home and they all go out to find their dog. When they do not find their dog, even after looking outside, they return home sad. Charlie's wife tells everyone that the house's hot tub was not working, so she has called the owner of the house. Both Mina and Charlie were very scared after hearing this. As soon as the owner of the house comes, Charlie's brother first asks him about his dog, but he flatly denies about the dog. Now Charlie and his wife take him to the hot tub. While they were fixing the hot tub, Mina and her husband went out to find their dog. The owner of the house also finishes his work and comes outside the house where he meets Mina. Mina started doubting him while talking to him. She asks him about the cameras in the bathroom. The owner of the house was not understanding anything, so Mina took him to the bathroom and showed him the cameras. The owner of the house was also very worried seeing all this, and he picks up his mobile phone to call the police. but Mina forbids him to call. But when he refuses, Mina tries to take the mobile from his hand. When the owner of the house pushes Mina backwards, all this noise goes out of the house. Mina's husband thinks that maybe the owner of the house is misbehaving with Mina. Without thinking, he throws the owner of the house into the bathtub and starts beating him with force, which makes him unconscious. Charlie stops his brother and takes Mina to the back of the house to ask what happened. Mina says that I asked the owner of the house about the cameras, and he also did not know anything about these cameras. He was about to call the police and I was just stopping him. Charlie's wife comes to both of them and asks them what is going on. Even though Mina doesn't want to, she has to tell him all about the cameras. Now in this scene, an unknown man kills the owner of the house by stopping his breathing. On the other hand, Charlie's wife goes to call an ambulance to save the owner's life while Charlie goes to check on his condition. Charlie rushes to his wife and tells her that the man is now dead. Charlie's wife checks the man's pulse, which leads them all to believe that the owner of the house is now dead. Charlie's brother's condition was so bad that he could not believe that a murder had been committed by his hands. Mina asks Charlie what we will do now, to which he says we will make this death look like an accident. All evidence of the murder will also be erased from here. Mina agrees while Charlie's wife was not ready for all these tasks. She was going to call the police. She says that I can't live with this sorrow for the rest of my life, that a murder has happened by our hands. Charlie couldn't bear to see his brother go to jail for the rest of his life, so he explains to his wife and tells her to pack. Leaving Charlie's wife at home, these three take the body of the owner of the house to throw it in the sea. When these people throw the body in the sea, instead of falling in the water, the body is stuck on a hill. They try to throw the body down by hitting it with a stone. Now Mina's husband himself goes down and throws the body from the hill into the water. At home, Charlie's wife hears the sound of showers. She checks all the washrooms in the house, but none of the showers were on. When she came to the lounge, there was a video playing of her husband and Mina. She angrily takes the car and leaves the house. Charlie runs after him to stop him. She stops the car and says that I have seen the video of you and Mina. I know the truth and I don't want to live with you anymore. Before Charlie can explain anything to her, she takes the car and leaves from there. Now Charlie, his brother and Mina are looking for videos at home. On the other hand, Charlie's wife has an accident in the forest. She gets very worried and sits in the car and sends a message to Charlie. At the same time, a man is seen coming towards him. When Charlie sees his wife's message, he leaves everything and follows his wife and sees that the car window is broken. He calls his wife, and in the forest, he sees his wife's mobile in someone's hand. He thinks it is his wife, and as he goes forward, something hits his foot. When he looks down, he sees the body of his wife whose head was badly beaten with a hammer. He was just watching this when suddenly a person with a mask came to him and hit him with a hammer. At home, Mina and her husband decide to check out the secret room in the back of the house that they found at the beginning of the film. When they break the door and go inside, they do not find anything special there. At the same time, Charlie's brother receives a message from Charlie in which there was a video of none other than Charlie and his wife Mina. Seeing this, he gets angry and asks Mina about all these things. Mina gets nervous and tries to tell him everything, but he is not ready to understand anything. Suddenly, he feels that someone has come into the house, and he thought it must be Charlie. He checks the entire house, but finds Charlie nowhere. As soon as he opens the door of the store, a masked man comes out and attacks him. Hearing the sound of falling, when Mina comes down, she sees her husband lying on the floor. Now this masked man was moving towards Mina, but Mina's husband tried to stop him by holding the foot of this masked person in an injured state, and Mina ran away from there. Now in this scene, when Mina comes out of the house to save her life, that man attacks Mina from behind because he knew that Mina has not run away from the house yet. Mina had a filer in her hand, and she hits the filer on the man's face, but because of the mask, nothing happens to the man. As Mina pushes the man away from her and tries to run away, the poor woman falls down the stairs. To save her life, she stands up with difficulty and runs away to the forest. The masked man was also running behind him. Mina gets very tired and stops behind a tree to catch her breath, but the man follows her again. In the dark, Mina runs again, but her foot slips and she falls down the hill into the sea. The masked man killed all 4 of them, and he erases all the evidence from the house and also removes all the cameras. He rents a new house and installs everything in this house as before, from which it was clear that this man is a professional killer and he was going to kill more people. With this, the story of this film ends. You must give your valuable opinion in the comment section of how you liked the story of this movie.